Hey guys, welcome to Fiddly Fifi. So I was outside doing several repots, as you can see, and I came across this poor baby. Someone had donated about 5 or 6 orchids to me. I'm not an orchid person per se, but I had to do some orchids today, and I was using some of this Better Grow orchid bark. So I was looking through trees that I had because I was like, I knew I had an extra orchid. Couldn't find her for a few months, and so here she or he is. Looks terrible. This looks terrible. Of course, the flower's gone. But I'm looking at this. This is life right here. When you have orchids, the roots that are still solid are still good. So I'm going to go ahead and share with you guys that this looks terrible. It looks a mess, but there is life. And as long as I see there's life, I think that there's hope. So I am going to go out on a limb and say that I can invest some time and effort into saving this guy, and that's what I'm going to do. My life-saving techniques, what am I going to do? I am going to cut off any of these roots that are not solid, these little stick looking things, and of course there's nothing wet. This guy was just forgotten, but I'm going to save all these nice solid ones. This was actually making an effort to wrap around the tree because it could have gotten some nutrients from the tree. So this guy was really trying to live, like trying its best to, like, at least if I can wrap around the tree, I can suck some life out of the tree. So he or she was really trying. This is what I love about plants. I was having a meeting earlier today, and I was talking about how therapeutic gardening is, and this is one of the reasons why I love gardening, and I love sharing gardening with other people, because it's not just about putting plants in the ground or who has the biggest, yield or the biggest crop. This is therapeutic because despite all that this plant has been through, it's been forgotten. I couldn't find it. This is like no one's answering the phone. No one's calling me back. I can't get anybody to come and help me. I couldn't get a drink of water. So this thing was like, look, I'm going to throw out the last root I have and try to wrap around this. I'm going to find a way to live. It is battered. It is torn up. The sun has burned it through the leaves because it was overexposed. I mean, this plant has been through the ringer. And for all intents and purposes, if the wrong person looked at this plant, it came in contact with the wrong individual, they would assume it's dead and throw it away. So thank God today, this plant has come in contact with the right individual who can see life in it. And sometimes we are like this plant where, even when you're beat up, even when it looks like you're on your last leg, if you come in contact with the right individual, they will believe in you, support you, and give you life. See that you are still reaching out. See that how hard you're trying. So this is why I love plants. They're therapeutic for me. And I know some of you are going to say, oh, that's the corniest video, whatever. I don't care for who needed to hear that today. Listen, it doesn't matter. Life has dragged this plant. And I, quite naturally, have had something to do with why this plant looks this way, because someone donated it to me. It wasn't specific to me. It wasn't necessarily my plant. So I was like, oh, I don't know where it is, but I thought I lost it, or maybe I gave it away. I didn't even remember where it was. We get like that. So I can't even, get angry with people who forgot to call me, or when I was going through what I was going through, I'm like, he doesn't even know, one's even checking on me. It wasn't intentional. I didn't intentionally leave this plant to die. So sometimes they're friends of mine, and I was going through stuff for years, and it's like they didn't even check on me. Maybe they had something going on. Maybe, I totally didn't mean to leave this plant out there like that. But right now, I see what it's going through, and I do have friends. I know particular friends that call me up and go, girl, I didn't know you were going through that, but now here. The other day, my friend called me, and I was struggling. I'm struggling with my iPad, and she just drove right down here with a brand new tablet in her car, and with her daughter, who is, very good at computers, and they just rushed to my aid, and uploaded all the things to my new tablet that they bought me. So, when they found out what I was going through, they saw life in me and they rescued me. So this is my reasoning for having Fiddly Fifi and being so in love with gardening and plants. So yeah, you bear with me for 5 minutes and 20 seconds, but plants are therapeutic. So this is why. And I am going to save this guy. Hey, if you're watching right now and you're part of the channel, pick a name for this guy and we are going to see what kind of flowers, because I'm believing right now and I am speaking life over this little baby, and this will be my personal private baby. And I am so sorry that life has forgotten you, but we will not any longer. All right, guys. Love you. Bye.